So, hello, beautiful people. So, I just have a little story time. Normally I come on here and I'm talking about self care, self love, and, the grief process. But tonight, the family got together to celebrate our aunt's birthday. And so, we went out to dinner. We went to like this, like, seafood kind of bar and grill type place. And one of my cousins was on the phone with a guy friend of hers. And the guy friend wanted to come where we were, and he had a friend with him. So he just said, "Oh, hey, you got any single cousins that's there?" So she's just like, "Oh yeah, whatever." So they come. They got their little. We had to finish eating pretty much by the time they got there, but she like, "Oh, they outside." So I'm like, "Why didn't he come in?" She's like, "Oh, they outside in the car." And I'm like, "They're not getting out the car." So when we went out there, they did. It was a big parking lot because in the shopping center where we was. So they didn't park in the spot. They just parked at the curve. So I'm just like, okay. So her friend kind of like, you know, turned around to greet her, whatever, whatever. The guy he was introducing me to was leaning on the car. As we're walking up to them, he's kind of looking me up and down. So then when he go, "Oh yeah, this is my friend." So I go put my hand out, say, "Hi, how you doing? My name is Regina." And this dude was so rude. He literally, as I'm shaking his hand, was looking the other direction. And let me just say this, no one out here is perfect. No matter how good you think you look, um, someone gonna think you're ugly because you're not their type. It's not that you're ugly in general. It's just you're not their type. But for me, it's all about how you present yourself also. Now, when I looked at him, did I think, "Oh my God, he's so gorgeous. Oh my God, he got the latest gear on. He got the latest car"? No, that's not what it, no. For one thing, I'm not into that stuff. I'm not materialistic. I'm more of a let's see your personality is. I like people that keep themselves together. They know how to present themselves out in the street. They know how to, act like they got some sense. I'm with that. But don't be rude. That was completely rude. And then it's like he was very disregarding of that I was even there. Kind of like, like, oh, she ain't come out here looking like a dime. I don't, you know what I mean? And it was just, I just had to speak this because I don't date. And this is why I don't date, because I don't have time for people that their expectations are up here of another person, and yet they're down here. And I'm not speaking of his clothes. I'm not speaking of the car he was driving, what kind of sneakers he had on. I'm speaking on his presence, his personality. It's like that is not how you present yourself to someone that you literally meeting for the first time. I mean, this interaction with him and I literally was within seconds. And within them seconds, that's the way you presented yourself. And I do know my cousin, I mentioned that, oh, well, my friend told me he's the type of guy that like to buy females, like to buy them drinks and this and that and that and this. And it's like, I don't know if he had it in his head, if I'm going to be spending my money, I'm going to be spending my money on somebody that's going to be anxious to throw themselves at me. And I don't come off like that at all. I'm definitely, because I'm not for sale. So I don't need the flash of a sale sign. And I think like not being smart to any female out there, but those type of guys that's looking for those type of females, for me, that's what they're doing. I'm for sale for the highest bidder. Let's keep that in mind. When they for sale, they go to the highest bidder. So for those of you guys out there that complain about loyalty, that y'all can't get loyalty out of females you're dating, check the type of females you're dating. Check the type of energy you're putting out there. Because if you putting out the energy that this guy put out there, what he just did, because he go and spend money at the bars or wherever you are, if that's the type of energy you putting out there, then that's why you're getting those females that are not loyal. That's why you're getting those females that are fuck with your homies. Yeah, because it's all about what can I get from this dude in this moment. That's what it's about. So again, I'm not making this video to bash that guy, because I'm not gonna say young man because he was of age. He was way past 30. So at 30 years old, um, you don't know how to talk to someone in their face. I'm like, oh, I forgot this part. He gave me a bogus name, by the way, because when we was outside, he told me his name was one thing, but then we met inside, and he ended up meeting my cousin's mother. He told her his name was something else, and I was like, "That's not the name you gave me. It's nowhere close. It clearly the name you gave me was a street name, and you just gave my cousin your government name." And which is weird because he knew he was coming to meet someone that was with their family. His friend is dating my cousin. That was made very clear. So you see what I mean by how you present yourself to a person? Because here's the thing. Whether he told me his real name, street name, whatever, he could have gave me his whole government name. I'm not going to hunt you down, baby boy. Because clearly, I don't chase after anyone. Because like I said, I take care of myself. I'm not for sale. I don't buy. When it comes to people, I don't buy. Hell, I don't even buy animals. I rescue animals. So, but anyway, with that being said, I just had to get that off my chest. This video is a little longer than any of my other videos, but I just had to get that out there. Love, peace, and hair grease, people.